And welcome back, everyone. I haven't done one of these in years because I ran out of Zanpakuto. I did literally all of the Zanpakuto. But with Club Outside and Kubo kind of answering a couple extra questions, we've now learned something about Isane Kotetsu's Zanpakuto itegumo. And it goes to a little bit of what I originally said in the first time I did this video, speculating on what our Shikai and Bankai actually are. But because we now have a better answer of what the ability is, he didn't go into completely in depth, but he gave a general answer. It gives us new ground to speculate on what the Zanpakuto actually does. And so, in a Club Outside question, he was asked, what is Isane Kotetsu's Zanpakuto ability, or will we see it in the future? I can't remember the exact question, but I was asking what it was. And he gave a general answer, but that it's a snow and ice type Zanpakuto with a healing ability. Now, there are two ways to interpret that. One, it's a snow and ice Zanpakuto that heals overall. That's its ability is to heal with snow and ice, or it's a snow and ice type Zanpakuto that has a healing ability added in with the overall. Like, the overall ability is not to heal. Healing is just a byproduct of the ability. So let's look at both those options first. Because it's a snow and ice, he also did say something very specific there, that it's a snow and ice Zanpakuto. Hitsugai's is a water and ice Zanpakuto. Rukia's is just a sheer cold. It's actually more like a temperature Zanpakuto. It does use ice, but it's because it's dropping the temperature down. With Isane, it's the first time we've actually heard the term snow brought into a Zanpakuto. So what does this Zanpakuto do? My first immediate guess is no matter what you're thinking, whether it just heals or just has a healing ability along with its overall ability, it somehow produces snow. It somehow produces particularly snow. It doesn't really produce ice, although snow and ice go hand in hand. It's more snow-based than ice-based. So my guess is that it's producing, and it's not going to be on the level of something like Hyorin Maru or Ryujin Jakanto's of how much of its element it's producing, but it probably produces a fair bit of snow. Now, is snow really a good combat trick? Not really. I mean, yeah, it could be used to blind someone. If she can produce a lot of snow, that could be used effectively to blind someone and even overwhelm someone. Can she compact the snow? That'd actually be a good way to bind someone up. Because once you compact snow, and if you've ever rolled up a giant snowball, you know just how hard snow can actually get. So it's actually not infeasible to think that she could have offensive capabilities with a snow-based Zanpakuto. But the question obviously then becomes, where's the healing ability coming with a snow-based Zanpakuto? My guess, and this is just my guess and my speculation on what the Zanpakuto may actually do, is that it summons snow and snow can rain down, and if it's only supplementary, whatever the snow hits, like wound-wise, it starts to heal, but it heals through the use of cold. So it's kind of putting you in like a it would start to numb you up and put you almost in like a cryo sleep if you get covered in enough snow. I think that could be an idea for the Zanpakuto, is that the snow is infused with the Ryatsu. It lands on targets, it covers them in snow, and it helps them to start to recover. It slows them down, it kind of puts them in a nice little state of suspended animation, and that's how that generally works. If we're adding that on, if we're adding that into the first category, a Zanpakuto that's snow and ice based that also has a healing ability, well, then now you're looking at someone who could maybe theoretically just make a giant snowstorm if she really wants to. Well, I at her peak, because she is a captain now. So if she makes a snowstorm, throws the wind at someone, just starts thinking words here. If she starts just burying them in snow, meanwhile covering her wounded comrades in snow to basically help heal them, that's an idea you can think of. But that actually leads more into what I think the Bankai could be. With the Bankai, I've heard two ideas, and one, first off, is this giant snowstorm is snowstorms I just thought up right now. I'm sure someone else brought it up, but basically just overwhelm someone and kind of just freeze them in place if she had to, just slow them down, numb them up. Yes, they're healing the opponent, but at the double-edged cost of completely giving them hypothermia and just kind of putting them in a state of I can't move, and then coming in and just getting the killing blow in if he needed to. Or, as I've heard other people put, it might be an AoE effect where she just produces a large amount of snow around her, which covers the entire area, however large it may be. And if she's got the wounded around her, they get covered, they get healed, and then maybe she can manipulate the snow for whatever offensive or defensive capability she has. Those are the two ideas I have with the new information we have available. Still, I mean, Frozen Cloud, I knew it was going to be something to do with like cold, snow, or ice. So it makes sense to me that it would be still of ice type. And so when it was revealed as a snow and ice type, that worked out perfectly fine in my mind. But the fact that it has a healing ability, I'm not surprised given Isane's personality, but I'm also interested because I'm like, okay, how do you do a healing ice type Zanpakuto? That's the question. And my best guess right now is kind of like encasing the wound in ice to heal it, doing like maybe like cryostasis kind of thing, hypothermia, that kind of stuff. I'm not exactly sure. Regardless, I would say that's probably the best guess in my opinion. For what her Zanpakuto might do at this point in time. So let me know what you think. Do you think anything I said makes sense, or do you think it's something entirely different? Let me know your theories. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.